Bell.
Nah,
That's half good.
Taco Bell's half
it's
good.
a clone of Megan Good that turned out to be a midget.
Like,
She technically would be half good. Anyways, this is the All Points Podcast. welcome. How do you do? This is Jonathan the Great.
A2.
It's Midwest.
this is Kyle.
And we are back again for another episode. Yeah. I like what you did, Kyle. Replacing the cap phone.
Yeah.
You thought nobody would notice.
Oh, I noticed.
Nah. Yeah, no, it's red. We ain't got video for this episode, but trust me, the phone's red now.
It's angry.
If y'all ever noticed it in the first place, you know,
Yeah.
which I
course they
really
do.
haven't been noticing. We've been moving props around on the videos for like ever. And honestly, I've been waiting for people to catch on in the videos, but I guess they haven't. So I guess you go back and look at a few of them, leave some comments if you spot what's in there, what's different.
There was
what
a
it
whole
is, and what it
video.
ain't.
There was a whole episode. Jonathan had his penis out. Y'all didn't even notice
Didn't
it.
even
Didn't
know
even
it.
know.
It took about 45 seconds to bring up a dick.
I'm just saying.
Actually,
We
55.
put Easter eggs in our episodes for Eagle Eye watchers.
Exactly. But you already know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it. Subscribe to Dubby because, like we said before, it helps keeps the lights on in this building, helps keeps us doing what we do.
You
And
got
we
like
appreciate
one
you.
light on in the building, so
I know, man.
Like we said, support.
That's all we can afford right
Turn
now.
on another
Right.
one. Electric companies kicking our butts right now.
we need to have that commercial like in the eyes, just one can of W. We'll keep the lights on for y'all points podcast.
Keep these broke ass niggas now. Well, Gene, speak for yourself. He's yawning, so he couldn't say it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's up?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just chilling.
Slow week.
Well, just an update because Kyle reminded me. You know, I was saying I had a little tinnitus shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically gone.
Yeah,
at this point,
congratulations.
so,
You know, let's.
thank you. You know, I went ahead and went in my brain, and I was like, beat that shit up.
Only that's how it works.
Doesn't work like that. What are you,
do
Miss
you, do
Frizzle?
you know how tinnitus works?
This
Scientists don't even know, but I do.
Dang.
dude Googled tinnitus one time, but now he's an expert.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear, though. Good to.
It's good to hear that.
It is, yeah. He didn't even try to do that.
Nope. I'll be here all night, guys.
Bring your tomatoes. Oh yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I got other good news though.
What's that?
So,
I can see the troll coming.
Yeah.
It's
it
going
ain't
to
even,
Face-
it ain't
facial
even, it ain't even a
Yeah.
troll. You know, I'll put money on it. It's not a troll. Y'all want to put money on
The
it?
goblin.
It ain't a troll. So, you know how I'm in the process with the woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were checking the status of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know we wanna be prepared, and like so there's this one website. It's like basically
Checkmystatus.com.
basically that's pretty much what it is. It's like check visa status and whatnot. The other night we looked at it and it was showing the range from April 22nd from getting the second. There's like these two sections. It's like NOAA 1 and NOAA 2. So we got NOAA 1, but then NOAA 2 was looking at it's in the range from April 22nd to May 28th.
That's
So-
what's up.
Around the corner.
Yeah,
She'll be here right in time for summer to cut that grass.
No, she's gonna miss summer.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, because it's like so she's got to get we got to get the NOAA 2, then she's got to get an interview, and then she's got to get vaccinated. Because you know we can't have unvaccinated people.
Do
in this
you
country.
have your shots?
She better leave her chickens at home, too.
You better back off. They got some good ass chicken now.
Only took about 4 minutes to talk about dicks and chicken.
We need to rebrand the product podcast.
Just get the bingo cards out.
Well, that's what's
You
up.
know what? We should do that though.
Start selling all points bingo cards.
No, just like upload a copy like a bingo card. And, you know, just I mean, you can randomize it or whatnot, and then just have
Yeah.
people interact like that.
All right, let us know in the chat below if you guys will play along with our all points bingo.
No,
That just makes us sound old as hell. Niggas handing out bingo cards.
Whatever. Everybody in
card
our
per
audience
person.
played bingo when they was in kindergarten.
everybody
Bingo
gonna whip out
died
there,
in the 90s.
whip out their mashed bananas and everything, and start eating.
Yeah, oh.
Spilling their crackers on the floor.
Oh damn it!
But that's cool. Is this to get allowed to the country or just citizenship?
It's not citizen. It's basically like getting legal resident and being able to like stay here, and then that's when we can get married.
Yeah,
and
man,
all
she
that
could just
shit.
swim.
Yeah, I mean, she could.
Yeah.
You know? But
They're tracking down on them now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're hoping that at least by August.
Okay.
So hopefully by August, I just hope that she's here for her like next birthday. But if it don't,
When's her birthday?
September 3rd.
You got a Virgo on you.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
Tui.
But yeah,
Nah, I can't front.
so that's
I got
the
a daughter that's
update
a Virgo.
in my world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't really done nothing. Yeah, no, just went to work. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's life.
Yeah, it is like
Occupy any stalls.
nah. I don't go in there. Well, for that.
He didn't put his whole body. He slid the phone in there and took the picture.
Nah, man, you know, I wash my hands, you know, constantly. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. But I'm assuming none of us got up to anything, so I guess just smoothing on in.
I mean, I would a full complete work week without doing absolutely nothing at my job.
Congratulations.
Like yesterday,
You actually had to do something?
I
Yeah.
thought I was in jail for a minute.
You actually earned your paycheck.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh, I thought you said you went a whole week.
I did a whole week without doing nothing.
Without doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know what it's like now. You know.
You went a whole week without doing nothing.
Without doing anything.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
where you got me. That's what I was like, okay.
I didn't know you was word watching.
He
I-
doesn't speak AAVE.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't do nothing all week, and yesterday it was kind of hard because I was sitting there pacing back and
Shut up,
forth.
G. I hate you. You don't have to. You speak with your fucking face every time. That's why I don't like you sitting over there. I see him talking every time. He'll be like, fucking glasses on. Shut up. Anyways, you were saying for this
No,
nigga
it's
interrupted with
just-
his
it's
face.
I've never said
just-
one word.
But I feel like I got a lot of stuff outside of work done though.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You get
Got
your
up there and cleaned
gutters
the
clean.
gutters.
Yeah. You need a gutter update.
I did get my gutters clean, and they didn't even call me when they was on their way. So I was in the middle of a work meeting, and then they rang the doorbell, and I saw them on my doorbell, and next thing you know, they was on my roof. So they cleaned my gutters, and I raced to get home. And because he was finished by the time I got there, he was sitting in the car. So I go out to his car, I waved him down, and he steps out. I said, "Hey, sorry about that. You know, I saw you on the doorbell, and I was in a meeting, but I'm glad I caught you before you left." He said, "Wait," and he just put his finger up. And he pulled out his phone, and he called up somebody. This dude didn't speak a lick of English. Like he didn't speak no English at all. And I was like, "Dang, okay." So like he was talking to a supervisor, and he handed me the phone, and he was just like, "Yeah, so is he done?" I was like, "Yeah, he's done. Sorry, we shouldn't do accents on this show,
Man.
but it's all right." But he was like, "Is he done?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess he is done." He's like, "Okay, just hand me the phone back to him." So I gave him back the phone. They was all talking. So I'm over here downloading Translator app because I'm trying to hear what they're saying. And then he basically showed me what he did, because I was like, how do you know like you did? How do you know someone did what they did when you ain't on the roof?
Right.
So he showed me pictures of everything, and they put my downspout up, and then I was like, all right, cool.
What is a downspout?
You know that the water that goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they put it up though?
Because it fell down. It fell off my house, and he put it up.
You could have put that up yourself.
It's too hot out there. You ain't going out there.
I didn't know how.
That's the little-
Never mind.
Yeah, but anyway,
A screwdriver, tighten the bolt.
yeah. Apparently, that's how easy it
Man, this
was.
nigga, boy.
They said this.
You
is
could
the
have paid me.
easiest.
I would have did it.
You know, it's kind of fucked up.
Psych.
Kind of fucked up, but you could have just lied on him if he didn't speak English. He's like, yeah, he was up there, but he fucked up my shingles. Like,
Nah. I'm not gonna do that, because he would have spoke Spanish to him and be like, no, he's
you fuck up
lying.
his shingles?
But anyway, so like I go to the backyard to check his work, and like my downspout was just wobbling, and then like he didn't screw to the house. So I walked over to him, and I had my phone out. I was marching like a Karen. I was like, I thought you was gonna screw the downspout to my house, and like I yelled into my phone, and I showed him. He looked at it. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then he pulled out his, and then he like talked into my phone, and he was like, basically what he said was, I didn't have a screw, and I was like,
Man, what kind of janky
I was like, what-
company did you hire?
I said, are you gonna go back and get it? It's like he pulled out his he called his supervisor up again, and the supervisor was like,
this nigga.
He's like,
basically
he ain't got
talking to him.
He said he ain't got a screw. What you want me
You
to
could have went to a
do?
hardware store, clothes, and bought your
So I
own
was
damn.
like,
You
are
gonna
you-
put
Once
that
he's
shit
gone,
gonna
he's
come
gone.
So like I talked to the guy and he was like, yeah, do you got like a Phillips like drill bit? Like I thought he was asking for Phillips screws. And I'm like, I got screws. So I pulled out some screws and he just looked at them. And he was like,
It sound like two
He's like,
niggas
no.
that don't know what they doing. The homeowner and the nigga that came to work on the home.
so he talked to the guy again. He was like, no, he needs a Phillips drill bit. He has screws. He just needs a drill bit. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went to go get him a Phillips drill bit, and then he attached it to his drill, grabbed his little ladder, and went to the side of the house and actually finished the job. So this nigga was just gonna leave, just with the stuff half done. So I'm glad I checked his work. And then after he was done, he showed me. I looked at it, and I was like, muy bien.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you fucking
I was
didn't.
like, gracias. And he was like, thank you.
He spoke perfect English then. He's like, oh, well, thanks, no problem. I sometimes do this on the weekend.
Like walked off. But like, I got a big hole in my fence. Like I checked into my fence, just fell over. It took me everything in my power not to ask this man if he knew a fence guy or if he did fences.
I mean,
But like, let's be honest. The chances of him.
no, you can't do fences anymore.
Wait, why?
'Cause you're going to lose your ears again.
Hey,
Nope.
all right.
Nope.
No, I
nope,
got earplugs.
Nope,
now.
you got sensitive ass ears. Shut up.
But, okay, is it racist though if I would have asked him?
Yes.
Because the chances of him knowing a fence guy or knowing how to fix a fence
It's high.
is pretty high. Exactly. So I
no.
was like, I don't think that's racist if I asked him, but I didn't ask him.
You're just assuming that he runs in those fence
I
circles.
definitely assume
There's a-
that he knew how to fix it.
There's a rivalry between the fence and gutter guy.
I bet there is. I bet
Nah,
the
he was
same.
trying to
I
do
mean,
him
it
like
all
a.
falls under the same skill set, so I'm pretty sure
I don't know.
he had the ability to fix that.
I don't know.
Which I mean, how?
Because you got a wooden fence, right?
Yeah, it's a wooden fence.
Yeah, you just need screws and
Go to
and
fucking
wood.
Lowe's,
Yeah, I was
get
gonna
some
say.
lumber.
I'm just gonna get a section and just put it up and then just
Yeah.
hammer it.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I
it.
did last time.
That's all you gotta do.
How much did you pay for these services? Was it like
49,
equivalent to
47.
the payment of someone in Kansas City that didn't pay for your DJ?
It was around that price, but it was like 14. It was they quoted me for 14, but they knocked it down to for the low price of $330 something.
$14?
No, 1400.
Yeah, you
So he
got
just
the
cleaned out
goddamn
the
mind.
gutter.
You smoking?
All right.
He
Reattached
cleaned, no,
the-
he,
$300.
he cleaned out the gutters. He realigned it. I had a leak in one, so he resealed it too. And like he basically reinforces my gutters.
Man, all you got to do is
He
get you-
reposted my gutters.
Dang, I ain't
All
never
you
letting a
gotta
man
do-
touch my gutters.
Right.
At least it was just one guy.
All you got to do is get you some caulk.
He did have some caulk. I don't know how to caulk my gutters.
You look on YouTube.
I don't even have a ladder. I just
Yeah,
got a
or
ladder.
TikTok.
I just got a ladder yesterday.
Fucking do-it-yourself videos.
Anyway, all I'm saying is my gutters are good. The water flows through it. I hope.
I
Till we
hope.
get this
And,
first.
and he said
You
he,
didn't put the hose on the roof?
till we get this rain.
that's why I got a ladder now because my father or my son's grandpa was like put a hose on the roof and run some water through it, and he gave me his like $200 ladder. So now I got to go up on the roof and spray it down to
All
see
right.
if they actually did the job. But I just haven't got to it yet.
Okay, I gotta ask though.
Yes,
Do you know proper ladder safety?
That's all I was about to
I
say.
don't know proper ladder safety.
Okay.
About the,
So that's why I don't really want to do it. But
Well, just if you're, is it one of the ladders that you lean against it, or does it like angle, like
it's like
an
a
A?
ladder that's in half right now, and I got to fold it up to make it a whole ladder.
What?
It's one of those fancy
Does it
ladders that's
slide?
like
Does it
no,
slide that
it's
way, or
in
does it
half,
like-
ladder match.
and I can
ladder.
fold it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah. So it's like
one of
a
those
it's like a baby ladder.
Fireman's ladder.
I don't know. It's a ladder.
Okay.
I can't picture you climbing up the ladder.
I don't. This ain't WWE. I ain't climbing no ladders.
You don't want to be in a TLC match?
No, I'd rather just be in a C match.
Hell yeah.
But okay. So I'm wondering though. You got your gutters done.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so work with me here.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
So they were leaking
Yeah, it was.
Where was it going?
It was leaking
Where was it going?
onto my driveway,
onto your driveway. All right, cool.
and it was dirty, I guess.
So it was leaking when what?
When it rains,
Where was the other water going?
the other water was properly going down the downspout.
No. So you have water raining on the top of your house. It's going into your gutters.
Yeah.
Is it only raining on your house?
No,
Or is it raining?
it's raining everywhere.
Oh.
It was sprinkling.
Oh. So why do you care if your gutters are leaking if it's raining and everywhere?
It's going on the foundation. It
Right.
was supposed to be diverted off into my yard. It was going directly onto my concrete. So eventually my concrete's going to be worsen.
It's going to take 200 years for that to happen. All right. Have you ever seen the formation of the Grand Canyon?
Hank Hill.
That took place over millions of years.
Hank Hill will be so disappointed in you.
I don't give a fuck what some Texan says.
Some
Bullshit.
propane.
I'll cook some meat with some damn old charcoal in front of him. What's he gonna do?
The matter is, I ain't cleaned my gutters out since I lived there, and I
Me
finally got
neither.
them cleaned.
Next time, man, just hit me up, okay?
Or just
I
look on
fix fences.
YouTube.
So.
Well, they threw in the cleaning. They basically realigned and made my gutters work properly, I guess. I
Hey,
don't
they
know.
realigned your gutters.
I don't know. All I know is
Made
it
it
should
work
go towards the
properly.
equity in my house when I finally sell it.
Yeah.
But it's just one thing knocked off my bucket list.
Right on.
Yeah, cool.
Man, y'all niggas asked for a gutter story. Y'all just criticize me the whole way.
What else are we gonna do? We're just gonna be silent and
I
listen
expect
to your
there's
gutter
just
story?
A guy who doesn't know how to change a tire.
I know how to change a tire. I just choose not to.
Okay, so if you just on a road, if you on a road, say when y'all drove,
I have to do
if
it,
y'all
I'll
drove
do
to
it.
Florida during that hurricane
Yes.
and the tire went out, you just gonna like call a
I got
mobile
AAA.
mechanic, or you gonna get your ass out and
I got free AAA through T-Mobile.
yeah, fuck out of here. About time AAA come, you could already had it done.
Trust me, like I already said, I am not a handyman. In the zombie apocalypse, I'm the first one to go. I can't do nothing. I'd rather pay to get stuff fixed than to fix it myself.
Man, you can turn your life around. All it takes is an Allen wrench.
I fixed a couple things. I fixed a couple things in my life at that house. But like bigger
Basically,
projects,
you're like
I don't
a
care
woman,
for.
you can't do anything.
No, I just look at it as, how can I say this without being snobby?
It's like, that's what the
You're Hillary Banks.
I feel blessed enough to be able to pay somebody who gets paid to do this job.
Well, a
than
lot
do
of
it
people
myself.
can pay somebody, you know, they got the same equivalent amount of money. It's just like
Yes, I just rather
it's
have
just
somebody else do it.
convenience.
it's just your preference.
I can
You
learn
don't-
to
you
cut
don't-
my hair, but I'd rather pay somebody who gets paid to do that to cut my hair.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
because
Most people ain't cutting their own hair.
Yeah,
Unless
it's
you're
like
a barber.
I was gonna say even barbers will hop in the
Yeah,
chair.
this guy, he cuts his own hair.
Well, that's
He does a
different.
pretty good
Yeah.
job. I
job.
just shave it all off, so I don't really give a
He
fuck.
ain't like fading and doing a taper,
no, I ain't doing that.
using a high guard.
Yeah, like I could,
God.
I could change my own oil if I really want to.
I need to
but I
do
don't
that.
like getting dirty, so I'd rather pay some grease monkey to do it himself.
That's
Damn.
racist.
Elitist motherfucker.
I'm talking about Grease Monkey on 21st Street.
Shut the fuck up.
Shout out to Grease Monkey on 21st Street. They'll get the lube out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the-
yo.
You gotta check that ownership. It might be
Yeah.
Diddy.
They're like, all right, let me check your gutters. And you're like, oh.
That's why he was in the car. He was mad he didn't get to do nothing.
But like I fixed my own washer machine. Like that saved me some money.
Hey,
you
what's
know.
wrong with it?
I pinched the cord.
You pinched the cord.
I pinched the cord to where the power went out. The washer was juggling too much.
Oh, God.
And it turned all the way. It did a whole 180, and it in the process it pinched its own power cord.
Damn.
And but I just went online and found it and got it replaced. So we're all good. Fixed it myself. I'm a handyman when I look at I assess the problem and I determine if I want to do it myself.
Okay.
But yeah,
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm cheap as fuck.
Yeah, I feel you.
With that.
I mean, I won't say cheap as fuck. You know, I just don't like to pay
exactly.
ever.
The running gag with me is if I get a flat tire, I get a new car.
I believe it.
I hate to admit that that's happened a couple times.
Oh God.
But yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, what? Nah, not at all. Oh no, I was
Them
enjoying that
terrorists,
conversation.
bro.
You say what?
I'm scared about them terrorists.
Why?
Well, if
Cause
you got the money, it shouldn't matter.
Because it's just like I think it's like funny because like America and China's going back and forth
What else?
on terrorists, and it's like why don't y'all just stop?
Who knows, man?
It's like
I saw you make that post or share that thing.
what the whole like if you don't know what terrorist means, this is what it means.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
didn't-
kind of sad.
I didn't see it.
And
Nah.
then the orange guy paused tariffs for 90 days just so he could make billions of dollars.
Yeah, allegedly. We don't really know anything yet, but we did see people getting fucked like on TikTok. There's a bunch of possibly right wing people that are talking about like, oh man, I can't. I own my own business or whatever, and since this tariff thing is pretty much taken off, then I can't afford to do my business. Like, this is gonna cost me over like, what used to cost to import stuff that I own or whatever is like $1,500. Now it's up to like $300,000 or whatever. So like, I can't afford to do this shit anymore. So I gotta pause my business or sell it or do whatever unless I can find somebody here in America that can help me out. And I was like, damn. And then this other chick's like, well, I make stuff for babies and whatever, and I bought a bunch of stuff in China and it's just sitting over there, so I'm probably just gonna have to abandon it because I can't afford to bring it over here.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys got fucked. And they still probably gonna look at him like, well, he's doing a good job.
He's playing 5D chess. Okay.
But nah, right now, I mean, since I've lived broke for all of my life, I'm like, whatever, ain't shit new.
Yeah,
I knew how to bust down some noodles. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Unless noodles start getting
Them noodles that was 98 cents like 3 years ago. They about to be
$5.
Yeah, exactly.
You better get your noodles now.
Exactly.
You might try to do a Costco trip.
We about to all be eating pork.
Nah, we're just eating pork.
Them college kids, ain't gonna be getting that whole box of cup of noodles. They gonna be getting one noodle.
Pork flavored noodle package.
Sound like
Better
a
make it
two for-
work.
Sound like a 2 for what?
Bust it back down to bologna and Oscar Mayer wieners.
Right. Fried bologna and syrup.
Thanksgiving's gonna be crazy.
The whole Thanksgiving feast gonna cost thousands of dollars.
Yeah, man.
And you're going to have to make them leftovers last for like a month.
You gonna walk inside the house and be like, "Are we watching the Super Bowl or are we having Thanksgiving?" I see potato chips and popcorn and little wheat-dings
Yep.
and little cheesy crackers. What is this?
Man. What a
laugh.
time to be alive.
Right. It's that sad feeling that no one over the age of 30 understands. It's a sad fact that like no one above the age of 30 realizes that it ain't getting no better for us. It's
What if
not
they're
gonna get better.
29?
Welcome to
They were lucky. It was at the cutoff.
It's not gonna get no better for us.
I mean,
This
like,
is it.
like to say it ain't going to get any better. It may.
Yeah.
It may.
Yeah.
But it ain't looking good right now. But, I mean, we could always just move. Y'all want to go to like Scandinavia?
Scandinavia.
Yeah, why not?
Don't they got tariffs over there?
Nah, they ain't got. Oh, you said tariffs. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh, you said terrorists.
that's what I thought he said at first. I was like, what terrorists you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah. But I guess while sort of in the news or whatever, some of these people are, pissed off at my baby's former auntie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your baby's former auntie?
Miss Rachel.
Oh, what happened?
Because she was like, I think kids all over the world deserve to eat. Like, even Palestinian kids or whatever, they deserve food and water. They should get that. And then now people are like, oh, well, she needs to be investigated for
Really?
Check.
I was like, how y'all mad at Miss Rachel? Like, because she's saying kids need to eat or deserve to eat. I was like, it's getting bad out here, man.
I think I go every day saying I hate them. It's just Like shit like that. Why, who could disagree with that?
Yeah, apparently, some people can. You know, like a lot of Israeli people are like, "Oh, well, no, she might have ties to Hamas or whatever." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
You say something like, "Well, you know what? You know, I hope your kids don't pass." What are you doing?
Yeah.
Turning the fucking muscle man.
I mean, you remember that old episode of Mr. Rogers when he shared that kiddie pool with that black man? Mm-hmm. I bet you they were pretty angry at that.
Of course.
I bet you he got death threats for that.
Oh yeah,
that
100%.
episode. So
But Mr. Rogers was like, "Fuck y'all." After that,
he did.
He took that little red sweater off. Was like, "All right, well, let's get into
He
it."
showed them sailor tattoos.
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
So I'm
What do you want to do?
He said, "These my ass kicking shoes. Let me change into them real quick."
Nah.
But I Miss Rachel ain't phased. You know, she makes millions off YouTube videos.
Off of kids.
Yeah, so she ain't phased. You
Yeah.
know,
But still, it's just a principle. Like,
they can't even get into her community where she lives.
probably not. No, while on kids, y'all think people deserve a second chance?
Depends
like
on
in
what
life?
they did.
Yeah.
Like if you
said
die,
depending on
come
what it
back,
is.
or what do you mean?
Nah, just at life. If you do something heinous or whatever, like, do you think a person deserves a second chance?
Depends on what you did, man.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know?
would you give like Hitler if he was like, all right,
Yeah,
they're not that bad?
I'd give him a second chance.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay. What
So I
about
could stab his ass.
what about Casey Anthony? Would you give her a second chance?
No.
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 Apparently
She started up a daycare,
she
so
did that stuff.
She got
That's
daycare
crazy.
now.
she got daycare now.
You lying?
That's
I'm not
wild.
lying.
I don't believe that.
It's true, man. Casey Anthony just opened up a daycare. I'm honestly wondering who the fuck is crazy enough to send their kid
People who
over
don't
that
know.
bitch.
People who don't know what she did.
11 hours ago.
Nobody cared. They always thought she was hot.
Yeah. Somebody did say she had that thing on her.
I mean, she
It
did.
was sitting on her back.
Google Trends showed a variety of topics being searched in Missouri. A Facebook post has been circulated, gaining traction among Facebook users, and the page titled Branson Area Breaking News, which has featured Casey Anthony, a lengthy caption discussing the grand opening ceremony of her Bright Futures Learning Center. Hoax.
Hoax?
Hoax.
I was about to say
Hoax?
because who gonna give her a daycare? Honestly,
Just
Somebody.
think about if you're like approving a business loan for that.
yeah.
Miss Anthony, there's something on your record here about
Well, did
child
she
neglect.
did she get charged for it?
I mean, she was. Yeah, she did get charged for it.
Did
She
she?
didn't get convicted.
I don't believe. Okay, she wasn't convicted for
Yeah.
it, so it don't stick. It don't really matter.
I mean, but even then, that's still the perception. It's like, yeah, I'll be
you can
flushing
have
my
a
money down.
perception of anything, but if you're, if she got the money to do it,
Why would you invest?
No.
Why would you invest?
No.
Why
Shut the fuck
would
up.
you
all right?
invest?
Shut the fuck up.
No. This
busting
doesn't
a
make no
bubble in my story. It was better. It was better when you weren't here.
Fact checker Frank over there.
Yeah,
I told you to fact check
Listen,
that.
know what?
listen, we
Call
don't do fake news.
Call
on
up,
this.
call up Elon. Tell him to remove his fact checking status. Get Zuckerberg over here too.
Well, I'm glad that's not a real thing because that's scary.
I still would like to sit in if that was real on that that pitch.
Even if she did, like, wouldn't it be on the parents? Like, if nobody sends their kids, then is it really open?
I mean, that's why I kind of would want it to be, true. Because, it'd be one of those things to see, like, you thought this was going to work. Like, how the fuck did you think that this was going to work for you? And then, your business fails, and,
So
now you
like,
got to go
if
make an OnlyFans.
R. Kelly got acquitted, and he started up like a Girl Scouts. Is anybody gonna send their little girls?
I mean, it's R. Kelly, the popper at R&B.
We still go step in the name of love.
It's all
I
bad.
don't know, man.
Niggas is ridiculous.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I have any R. Kelly in Serato. Like, I'm like, nah.
I just don't play it.
But you
I
got
have
it.
And I think Kanye's slowly getting to that point too.
Oh, my
Really?
God.
Yeah,
You?
well, with me, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel right playing his music, even though I was listening to the College Dropout the other day.
Well, that's before the.
Yeah,
Still.
but it's still just like you gotta think about it. It's like, man, he did this and that.
Somebody needs to like take a lot of music from like Nazi Germany era, remix it into like with Kanye lyrics and shit, and just do a mashup like that.
Don't worry,
I
Kanye's
bet
about to do it.
Oh, is that World War III?
Pretty sure he's about to do it himself.
He just heard that. He's like,
He just went on a crazy porn rant like the other day,
yeah.
and like it was just sad, and it's just like, why are you doing this? Like,
Wait,
like
Went on a porn rant.
Yeah, like he just expressed himself on how much he just enjoys it. And he was talking about once Ye porn gets off the it blows up, you guys are gonna see. And like he's just he just started saying stuff about Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
and it's just like so now I don't know if this is true or not. Fact checker Frank can check.
I'm waiting.
Kim, I guess, wants to like sue him now.
Good.
Or take legal action over the stuff he tweeted out.
good.
And
So
she's
you won't
trying
shut the
to
fuck up.
win custody over her kid, over the kids.
You know, I'm not entirely mad at that.
I don't blame her
I
either.
don't blame her. Look, I mean, I'm not one of them dudes that's like, oh, well, you shouldn't be trying to take, a man's kids away from him. No, fuck him. He deserves everything bad that's gonna happen to him because he keeps doing dumb shit like this. I don't care. But yeah, I saw some of the posts that you're talking about where he's talking about like, oh man, I told Ray J that me and him should run it back on Kim, and then like, pretty much tag team her and shit.
Yeah.
He's talking about like how Taylor Swift was getting ran through by what?
Justin Bieber and Harry Styles or something like that.
But she's racist because she won't let Kanye fuck or whatever. And then he's like, oh man, does Beyonce let Jay-Z get any pussy ever? And I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, this, like I said, I hate that we're talking about him.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I ain't got nothing to say on this man.
I'll just say this, it's the attention seeking, like how he went on that rant about Kendrick. It's just that's all it is.
Yeah.
What was it, a week ago when he was supposed to drop the whole album and he only did that one song and then
I ain't gonna lie. Someone needs to pop him in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's not the president. I can say it.
Yeah.
Someone needs to pop him in
You can
his
say
mouth.
it about the president
yeah, I
too.
was gonna say, yeah. He's like, nah, I ain't trying to get deported.
They still
But if
haven't
they
figured out
found
that I'm
out-
from Japan.
Yeah.
Though. It's crazy. But anyway, I just think someone within his circle needs to pop him in his mouth.
They won't because they've always.
They would get banished.
Yeah,
for real. What? Like it'd be
They
taking one for
are-
the team.
They are and have always been yes men.
on
Right.
camera. Like just
They've been
pop him in the
enabling this
mouth.
man for years.
Like who in Kanye's circle is even like close to his level?
I don't know,
There's
man.
nobody.
Academics had a whole hour-long interview with him where he could have popped him in his mouth.
Yeah, but Livingston would
just-
be out of breath when he's reaching over there.
Just
So.
uppercut him and have his jaws just like clink together. Just let him know.
Punch a nigga so hard in the mouth his teeth.
Wow.
Just like you can't be saying that stuff, yay. Just
I mean, you can, but like, ain't nobody like really gonna touch him because
At this point, he's just saying stuff to get a reaction.
no, that's what it's all been about. It's a
Everybody
reaction.
Taking the bait.
But like, nigga, you're not putting out any music. Like, are you putting out an album? Like, what are you doing?
But if he does, are you gonna listen to it?
No, I haven't listened to any new music that he's dropped.
Yeah,
I barely listened to Vultures 3.
yeah.
But like, or Vultures 2, sorry. But like, no, I haven't actively looked up Ye music. I haven't. The fact that I'm calling him Ye sickens me. Like, he's not Ye to me. He's Kanye West. It's just annoying.
Hey, don't dead name him.
It's just annoying. It's just annoying, and I think I just wish somebody within his circle would just slap him up a bit.
And I know why you feel like that.
Why?
Because you was the biggest Kanye fan, and just to see him go from this to that.
He got me back into rap. Like, I always enjoyed rap, but like Kanye made it cool to be different. And like he opened up that avenue for different rappers. Like, I feel if it wasn't for Kanye West, there would be Childish Gambino.
Right.
He even said that.
Yeah, he's a son of Kanye.
Yeah, he's a son of Kanye. So like he like opened up that avenue for like that type of rap, and like for him to just like tarnish his reputation because he has so many followers, and like you can still go on his tweets and look in the comments of his posts and stuff, and there's always like 1,000 people like, we still love you, yay, we still there's nothing you can
them
do.
motherfuckers.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
but why? It's like, why do you like follow that? Like, I don't get it, man. It's just that's why I had to make that post on that I did on Facebook. If you follow me on social media, where I was talking about I drove this Tesla before I knew Elon was like he is.
Yeah.
I listened to Kanye West way before like before he was crazy. And it's just like,
Don't look at it.
can't even condone that stuff no more, man.
Well, while we're on annoying rappers or whatever, I was sitting on the shitter the other day, and it was in the morning, and I should have been getting ready to go to work, but I saw this video, and it just so
Come across this video.
I told you I was sitting on the shitter.
Like,
I was scrolling through Facebook. Yeah, it just has videos playing like we should have, and sometimes do have. Hey, check out the Final Four. Not Final Four. We're here. Technically, it's Final Four, but On Points Podcast page. You know, we got a few clips on there. Check out TikTok. Yada yada yada. Woo woo woo. And so I saw this dude on there, and yeah, basically this dude and his goons, if you will, pulled up on the highway in Atlanta and just stopped traffic so they could do like a little freestyle video thing.
I saw a preview of this.
Yeah.
What's this video called? Because we didn't got video right now. We just got audio.
It's the dude. His name is Belly Gang Cushington. It's called "Don't Do It."
Yeah, that's how you get shot at, bro.
Yeah, but
I'd be so mad.
yeah, yeah. You hear everybody back there honking, or it could be sound effects. Let me turn it down. But when I saw this in the morning and what I was the act that I was getting up to, I was like, ain't no way. Like, if I had to do what I was doing at that moment and I was stuck because this motherfucker wanted to hop out here and, you know, make a fucking video, nah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. There wasn't no YNs because they would have all hopped out.
Nah, they probably like him.
But in the same sense, how do you feel about those people who like protest in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I think for people that do that shit, and granted it's a different topic, I think if you really wanted to make that kind of change or whatever, or bring attention, then go down to the Capitol buildings or whatever, and pretty much, you know, stand outside the doors. Like, nobody gets in, nobody gets out. That's probably going to bring a bigger impact versus fucking with people that are just trying to get to and from the toilet.
So this is legit. This ain't like a...
Yeah. No,
the sad thing is
he's on the fucking highway.
This brother has multiple camera angles. He has an invisible mic that's floating in the sky, which I hate.
It's attached to a
Everyone
truck.
does this, huh?
It's attached to a truck.
No, I know it's attached to something, but it's just I hate that look. I hate that style that everyone's doing now.
Nobody even drinks out of double cups anymore.
But it's just like he's effing up traffic. Someone's either trying to get to work or leave or go home, and he wants to make a name for himself by doing this crap.
And just imagine if there's an emergency situation where somebody like an ambulance got to go through there.
Yeah.
You can get arrested for that.
You know, and
You can get arrested for that. 'Cause that's impeding
Traffic.
traffic.
Emergency vehicle.
response.
It just wasn't the right niggas on that highway that day.
I wonder if Jessica got caught in that.
We should ask her about it.
So it was like 7 days ago. Oh yeah. So
But yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. But I was just like, ain't no way. Like, if I got a boo-boo and you hold me up, like, nah, I'm running through everybody.
you gonna turn into that canyonero.
Yeah.
That just goes back to this era that people will do the most outlandish things just for the internet.
Yep.
Just for the internet.
Just for clout.
And it's
Just
kind of crazy the lengths people will go just to mess up someone's day.
That nigga look too old to try to be a rapper anyway.
Man, I was about
nigga.
to say that.
You up and coming, nigga. You look like, man, you look old, nigga.
What's crazy about it too is that like your perspective should change as you get older and whatnot. Like the shit that you thought was cool back then, because there's obviously gonna be some wines that's like, oh yeah, he stopped traffic. No, that shit was dope. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, now I'm just like, why? Like here, what we're saying is like, why the fuck would you stop traffic for people? Like, you know.
Yeah, I honestly think younger me would probably thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. We did some dumb things as kids.
Not me.
not to that extent.
But like we didn't do nothing that was like
Name Belly Gang.
that was like messing up someone's other, like we didn't do anything that affected other people's day. You know, planking on stair rails and stuff like that. That didn't mess up no one's like afternoon.
I mean, we did shit like standing on top of cars.
Yeah, but it was our own car though, you know? It was our own car.
The funny thing is, you know, all in the comment section of that Facebook page, you know, there's a bunch of people. Then it's like, why's a fucking corny ass white boy and everything doing this shit? People are like, no, he's black. And they're like, one of his parents is white or whatever. And I was like,
I think it had red hair.
yeah,
What are
I
you
can
talking
kind of
about?
see
White
it.
to me.
I mean, I can see it, but at the same time, just if you didn't say that, I probably wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
That nigga look like if I don't know.
It's crazy because like my barber, he kind of looked like him.
Well, you got
Probably is your barber.
the same barber?
Huh?
Different barber, same barber?
Same barber.
You
Sean.
went back?
Oh, I went back like a few weeks ago, like about a month and a half.
I was about to say it.
But yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, it's crazy. I want to give a special shout out to the homie
Who?
To the homie Henry. He probably ain't listening,
Of course not.
but he finally joined the PS5 game.
Wait, he did?
Yeah, you didn't see?
No.
Oh yeah, he finally joined the PS5 game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you got
you
to all
know,
them little things I was sending.
we got a friend who stayed on this PS4 for the longest.
The longest.
You know, it's been 5 years since the PS5 dropped.
He's the last person that had a PS4 that was working.
Exactly.
That thing was gasping for air.
Well, he's
Mine
finally
still
on PS5 game. He got Helldivers now, so we about to hopefully play together. But
Allegedly.
It ain't about to happen.
he was like, I see the light now. Like, he understands now.
See, now here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can get the PS5, you can get all that. Mm-hmm. Do we got a new headset? Because I ain't trying to hear.
That's what we said in the chat. That's what we said. So listen, y'all, if you got a homie who still ain't made the decision to jump to the PS5,
Leave him.
just go ahead, just leave him.
That's funny because
He don't respect you as a friend.
it's funny because I still ain't getting it.
You said you still
I
ain't
mean,
get
you
one.
got your beefy PC,
I mean,
so
but still, like I'm just saying, like we can.
I want a PC.
There we
I
go.
want to join the gang.
Yes, you know what?
What?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish I would too.
You know what? I got a better idea. I'll
What?
join the gang, but you got to build it. Then send me the bill.
It's fine.
All right.
man,
Or give me yours and then
his little Woody got a
build another
little
one.
hard with saying that.
First of all, it's a big Woody.
Okay,
all right?
my bad.
I got
like-
the 12,
My bad,
12
King.
centimeter
My bad,
defeater.
King.
He said, I got a snake in my boot.
No, man, it's easy to build. I mean, like,
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Just
right.
send me the bill.
all right,
Yeah. I'm dead ass serious.
okay.
You got like that?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, like, honestly, I can't put
My
together
girl
a-
take care of me.
Stupid.
That's right. That's right.
Man. Oh, that
Are
was
y'all excited for this summer?
I am actually,
why?
Why?
because my birthday coming up,
Your birthday's always in the summer, fool.
and that's why I'm excited.
Like, it
all
ain't
right?
never changed.
Yeah, I know. That's
as
why
long
I
as
like
you've been
it.
alive.
Ain't nothing better than the summer. You getting out there just cooking, sweating, all that shit, barbecues.
Like, real talk. Like, if you listen to this podcast, like, I'm dead ass serious. Send us a summer activity, a summer request for us to do. I don't know why I'm looking at an imaginary camera. There's no camera up, but I want y'all to send us like all points. What is it? All points questions at gmail.com.
Dang, I do have some of
If I was
those.
a hate nigga, I'd send him like, yeah, try changing your own gutter. that's a nice, fun summer
Why don't you
activity.
take a trip off a bridge? Just something, send us something to do this summer, because I'm low key excited for the summer.
Why?
You know, I don't know. Like, kids are older now. I feel like we can actually do stuff together, do cool stuff together.
Yeah,
like they
stuff for
age
my
in
birthday.
dog years.
Me and my girl, we planning a
years
Houston
is
trip.
what?
They're already going away to
We
college.
playing a Houston trip this summer, so I'm excited for that.
Can I come?
If you want to, I don't
Was it
care.
you and
It's
Kira?
just Houston
Just you and Kira?
and the kids.
Oh, okay, never mind.
See,
That's funny. This woman, since I told her, it's your turn to go on a trip this year or whatever. Granted, I've been on one since the last few years or whatever, but it's your turn now, babe. But nah, she's trying to get something going with one of her classmates, and they're going to, Dallas or Houston?
yeah.
Whichever, I
Have you
don't
seen
know.
Girls Trip?
Yeah. What?
Right.
What are you implying?
Just
What, you
saying,
think she's
man.
gonna have a grapefruit with a big ass tall nigga?
Maybe.
Iman Shumpert.
She already told you don't fill her up. I just want to let you know my girlfriend virtually high fived your girl when I told her that story.
Yeah.
So
Why y'all talking
yeah.
about me?
It was eat dinner. I think it was eat like
What'd you
those
say when
little
she
small
woke
baby
up?
carrots, and it made me think of the whole story.
But nah, so she was just asking me. She's like, "Wait, so when is DreamCon this year?" I'm like, "We ain't going to DreamCon
going to
this year."
DreamCon.
I was like, "I already told you I'm not." And she's like, "Oh, okay." I was like,
say that every
"Why?"
year.
It's like about time.
But I was like, "Nah, you go." I'm like, "I'm gonna stay home. I'm sending these kids over
She
to
just
grandma's
started
house."
fading.
Wait, no. You can't send the kids to grandma's
I
house.
can do
You gotta
whatever
be
I
with
want.
the kids.
If she's gone, then I do what I want. I do what I want anyway.
That's your chance to bond with your kids
Nah,
one-on-one.
he's gonna do like that risky business. Dun, 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 dun.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to be sliding on the floor from all the lube and semen on the floor.
God, what do
Nasty
you
person.
think of me?
I have a feeling
He gonna
today's Jonathan left alone for 24 hours.
I'ma
He's
have a
gonna be
robe
jacking
on.
job
on.
for at least 18 of those hours.
Have
They
a
gonna
room
come back
on.
and the locks are all changed and whatnot. He got like cardboard on all the fucking windows, so can't nobody see.
He got a cup of doodles.
Nope.
His arc,
even eat
arc's
cup of
gonna be
noodles.
on in the background. He just gonna be jacking it.
Nah, man.
He go try to figure out how to play arc and jack it at the same time.
Like I would. What?
Like you wouldn't? What do you mean?
Nothing.
You freaky frog.
Shut up. Anyway. You think you know me? You don't know me.
I don't.
I had a question, and this popped up early in the morning or whatever. It actually doesn't matter how I came about it. It's a weird story. Don't worry about it. But I started thinking about it. Well, like, what does your daughter call you?
What do you mean?
What does your daughter call you?
Daddy Mac.
That's
She-
I don't doubt it. You're like, nah. This is the only thing you can call me.
I mean, what
you can
everybody
flip
else
it around and call me
call it.
Mac Daddy if you
What-
want to.
What the general consensus on what you call a parent?
Okay. What does your son call
You
you?
can never answer a question.
He answered it.
He calls me daddy.
Okay. Same with mine. But I started thinking about it. I was like, would you be okay with him calling you by your first name?
I mean, he does every once in a while, but I be wanting to pop him.
What about you?
No, I don't even.
I don't think
Nobody
she knows
call-
my first name.
Nobody calls me by my first name.
No.
So that would just be weird.
Call you daddy back.
No, I'm saying like nobody like really says that name.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe the variation of your first name or whatever. But if she
No,
called
I
you,
wouldn't.
you wouldn't what?
I wouldn't.
You
that
wouldn't feel
wouldn't
no
fly
different
with
about
me.
it? You said it wouldn't fly with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So honestly, I kind of feel the same thing because whenever I'm helping Fina with her homework, then I write my name on the paper. And honestly, I don't want to because I don't want her to start.
She don't even know what your name
Yeah,
is.
you call me dad, you call me daddy, whatever. So it's just one of those things that I started thinking about, like, why do we feel that way? Like when did that happen? Like, were kids always calling, parents like father, mother, dad, mom, blah, 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 blah. Or like
Mom,
did some like,
matriarch.
or like way back in time before it started to be the norm where they calling people by their name, because that's your fucking name.
Right.
So I started thinking like maybe there's like some real lame name dude or whatever, or parent that was just like, no. You're not gonna call me Winthrop, all right? Like you call me father, and then started beating their kid until they started calling them father
It
instead of
definitely is a
Winthrop.
power trip.
You said what?
Definitely is a power.
It is.
It's
power
like
trip.
it's like them kids that they make them or their parents that make their kids call them like sir or ma'am.
Yeah.
It's a sign of respect.
It's like an unwritten law, like that's just been passed on to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exclusive to Americans. Like this is worldwide. Like
Worldwide, parents
But
wasn't having it.
honestly, it might
Too many Winthrops.
It might come
Jerichos.
It might come from the simple fact that mama and papa is like the easiest words of babies to learn first.
Maybe.
And it's just
Whatever. My kids know. All right.
That was
Try
your
that one.
kids.
It's like no, not dada, Jonathan.
but I do remember the very first day she discovered my name.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I know your name. I know your real name. I was like, what? She's like, your name is Eugene. your name is Eugene. I just started dying. I was like,
Try again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what was that, Rumpelstiltskin or whatever? Like names have power and shit. So like when they discover your name or whatever, then it's like, all right, what we getting into? Like,
Well, on the flip side though, because I got two comments for that because my son, he's learning a driver's license in class, and it's basically he needs to know his phone number, his address, and all that stuff. And I said, well, okay, if you ever get lost, and what are you gonna say? Like he knows my name, he knows my first and last name, he knows my whole name, and then he knows his mom's whole name. And I think kids should know your parents' names because
your
if
social
if
security.
they do get lost, you don't want them to be like, well, can you find my dad?
knows
What's your
your
dad's
blood
name?
type.
It's like, I don't know what my dad's name is. So,
knows the last 4 digits of your credit
Yeah.
card.
but he does know his address. He knows his phone number. He knows my phone number, and so he basically, if he ever get lost, he knows how to find me. But in the same sense, like if I was a teacher in school, I don't like Mr. Holly. Like sometimes when I do stuff for like the nonprofit, they call me. Some people call me Mr. Holly. I'm like, don't call me that. That's my dad's name. Because I don't feel like, to me, I'm 34 years old.
You're still.
I still look at myself as a child. I don't
Yeah.
look at myself as a grown up, and I hate it. I only like I I still don't look at myself.
I get it.
I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I just don't see myself as a kid. Or as an
Our
adult.
friends Chris and Winnie, like their kids, like when I was picking them up with Ethan or whatever, and they were like, Mr. Jonathan, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like don't call me that. Like,
Yeah.
just call me Kyle. Just call me and like I don't feel disrespected by it or anything. But like there's also parents out there who just like, no, I'm not my child's friend. They need to call me my mom, dad, and stuff like that. So I get that too. So it's just one of those things.
But that's one of those things that you could do. Like if you were working with them, you could be like, nah, you can just go ahead and call me Kyle. It's cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
leave the tension there.
But like, what do you like your nieces and nephews? What do they call you? Because growing up, I had an Uncle James. Everybody had an Uncle James.
Our niece calls us better.
It's just they call you by your first name, right?
Nope.
No.
What do they call you?
She calls us, we're uncle, but it's the first initial from our name. So I'm Junkle.
I'm Bunkle.
There's Michael, he's Munkle, and then our oldest brother Whitney, he's Wunkle.
That's cool. I like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mine would be
But
cool.
nah, you remember our whatever, the guy that we knew named Demetrice or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, for as long as I've known him, he's always called his mama what her name is. So he's like Juanita. And like, he'll just,
No, my oldest sister called my mom by her first name, and my older brother and sister called my dad by his first name, but that's not their real dad. But
It would just feel so like condescending to be like Michelle.
yeah.
Michelle.
it's just weird. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's been beat into us, and it just is what it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wait, so I checked out part of this conversation. Kids is calling parents by their first name.
I mean, if you're Bronny James,
Oh, shit, okay.
if y'all on the court, you can't say, "Hey, Dad, pass me the ball."
They're going to roast the shit out of him if he does that.
He better.
Gonna take his belt off.
He got to say, sir. Like, I can see that.
I will say it's weird. Well, I wouldn't say it's weird.
No,
but
it's
like,
because it's a reference point. So say if you're in kindergarten, your first time away from your parents, and then you're talking to the teacher and something happens, like, I'll tell your mom when you get home. So it's like that's the reference point. It's, your mom. She's not gonna be like, your mother's name is Mary. You're not. When Mary comes to get you, we'll tell her that you fell off the swing and you got a little scrape on your knee.
It could be.
What do they do when it's like, they get an injury? What do they go like, Mary?
I mean, maybe.
I will say my son, he calls me dad when he's out in public though. So like he's
At
like,
home, he call you fuck boy.
how do
Hey, fuck boy, come over here.
how do you know how to open up my when I pick him up from school? Like, how do you know how to open up my dad's car? Like, he doesn't say my daddy's car. Like, he just says my dad. So like it's I don't know. He be code switching. So I guess he knows.
That's funny. But at least that's acknowledged though.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm hungry, Kyle.
You know,
Give my food. He got his little
no,
blick on the side.
What if it was like Christmas or something like that, and you said that you was gonna get something for him and you didn't, and he opens it up, and he's like, Kyle.
Dang, he said the whole
He did say my
name.
whole name out there. Dang.
Dang.
That's
You have to beep
I'm
that.
getting doxxed.
Yeah, you get the time on
I'm
this. You
getting
can beep it.
Put the dolphin in the town.
You gonna get the time on it?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, okay. Dang. He's protecting your shit. He said, fuck you. Hey, Kyle. Fuck you. Oh, man.
no, he does that every so often, but he just be playing. But
He just complains.
no, he just be playing.
Wow.
But, yeah, I don't like when people call me Mr. Holly. That doesn't even sound right to
Hey,
me.
Mr. Holly.
I don't even like it when like business people call me Mr. Holly.
Yeah.
What would you prefer to go by?
Just Kyle. Just call me Kyle.
Hey,
Just
Kyle.
don't call me late for dinner.
What if they called you K-Cup?
Okay, good.
Any Yasha? Like, what the fuck? Nah. Man, so while last week's news was heavy on them dire wolves and whatnot, you know when you look at something, then your YouTube algorithm and whatnot,
it's just that
it'll bring
thing.
in other stuff. So I stumbled across some video, or whatever. It was talking about like a whole like 7 different aminals that were preserved in the permafrost that they dug out, and if white people find something, they gonna white people.
Of course.
All right? So they found a bull. Was it a bull? What the fuck was it? It was a bison. They found an intact bison or whatever from like 55,000 years or whatever ago.
Still alive?
Yeah, man, it was yeah, man, it was just eating ice, like whatever. But so they found one and they were pretty much studying it and all that shit. And one of these fuckers was like, you know what?
Oh God.
You know what?
I'm gonna fuck it.
No, not that kind of white people. No. Yeah. But I had a new disease out and everything. Super AIDS. Give it to the blacks. But anyways, so this dude, he was like, you know what? I'm in the lab. I've been in here for 12 hours. You know, I got a rumbly in my tumbly. It was growling and everything.
That's this nigga kind.
This
So
nigga
he
had
took out
Buffalo Wild
his he sliced some of it off, and they cooked that bitch up, and then ate it. I was like, why?
He's like, ain't nobody gonna say they ate 500,000-year-old bison.
This nigga had buffalo wings, 5,000 year old. It aged like fine wine, I bet too.
Bathroom trip was diabolical.
Oh my god, I'm sure.
That's funny.
But they served it up to dinner guests and everything. They was eating it. The wife was just like, it wasn't good. It was rough. It was gamey or whatever the fuck. I was like, bitch, it's been in the permafrost for 55,000 years.
That thing was dry aged.
It's like some freezer burn.
That's the most freezer burn.
Exactly.
I know Kyle would eat it because
I
he
would've
like
ate
to
it.
expand his palate.
Ain't no
I would've ate
fucking
it.
way.
I've always said, if I woke up tomorrow and there was like a dead T-Rex in the middle of the cul-de-sac,
I told you.
You have said that multiple times.
But yeah, nah, it's amazing. You know, these people do shit like that. There was one thing. It was like, you know what a geode is?
yes.
Like the fucking rocks that's sealed and then they got like little crystals and shit inside of it.
Yeah.
Somebody cracked one open. I forgot how old it was, but it had water in there from like long.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
fucking
talking
ago.
about.
Yeah,
And he drunk it.
He drunk it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Weirdo. White people
Weirdo.
going white.
In your body, monsters inside me.
Ugh. Seen
That's
enough
how the
of that.
zombie
I don't
apocalypse
like that.
happens.
You said what?
Make
That's
it
how the
happen
zombie
sooner.
apocalypse happens.
Maybe that's probably how.
Mutating in his sleep.
Nah, you better go somewhere safe. You said you the first one to go.
Nah, man. I know where I'm going when I go.
Where you going?
Oh, my Lord and Savior.
All right, well,
JC.
Hey man, I got you.
Wait, what you mean?
You said JC.
Oh, no.
I'm like, hey, Kyle, come on, I got you. I have the helicopter. Yeah.
So, like, with all these girls, so, like, it's my first time. I don't know why I don't know why I haven't, like, typed this in on Reddit yet, but I typed in BBL.
Oh,
here
BBL
we
bandits.
go.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
I'm on
was
there.
just
Wait.
BBL, and just
You
hit,
put
I just hit
sit
enter.
down win behind that. Sit down.
Hit enter. And it was just a whole bunch of videos.
Once you
of,
typed it in, the sound came up. It was like, oh, ooh.
what is that big beautiful labia?
See, he smelled it.
It was just a whole bunch of girls with like fat booties and stuff like that.
Well, that's
And
what
like-
BBL does.
All shapes, colors, and sizes, and they was like high fiving in the comments, like, "Yeah, I love how she took her baby fat and put it where it matters and stuff, like just all types of crazy stuff." And I was sitting there thinking,
Uh-oh.
I was like, you know, if we had to like eat each other, like,
Nobody eat no fatty
All right.
cheeks.
You see Kevin Gages?
is it almost like is it all bunch of a fat? Is it like a whole bunch of fat or is it like solid? Like I ain't never touched a fake booty.
Fat.
Okay, so it'd be good then. Is what you saying?
The
I don't
good fat.
even-
Like we can eat it. Like we can just slice it off.
That's
Ham.
that's storage for the ice age, right? When it comes again.
What about
Fatty tissue.
what if you ran across a BBL zombie?
It depends on how many people I've seen. For
It is.
Wait, what are you implying?
I'm just saying.
What are you implying?
I'm just saying.
Because I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna just say, you know,
I'm
it
just
probably
saying.
depends on when they turn.
How fresh or unfresh are they? I'm just saying, like,
But if they turn for a minute, it's like
It's still warm.
Is it morally wrong if you wear a condom? If you wear a condom,
It's still wrong.
But,
You
okay.
fucking necrophiliac.
hey, they ain't dead.
They are dead.
It's the undead.
They're fucking
the opposite of
zombies.
dead.
True.
The opposite
No,
of dead.
It is true.
It's the opposite.
They're not dead anymore.
It's the opposite of dead.
They're still dead. They ain't got a fucking pulse. Now you trying to weasel? Don't give. Stop talking to him.
About to put a pulse in him.
No,
He's about to.
that's the nasty couch over there. these niggas is waiting for the zombie apocalypse.
He's about to join my zombie farm.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody else got weapons. They're getting lube and condoms out.
You go,
Getting handcuffs.
Like them old school like strip clubs that had the girls. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be that, but they just have like missing hands and shit.
Bro, if you seen Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and that lady who had zombie pets, what did she do?
They weren't her pets. They were brothers, but whatever.
Michonne.
She
For
took
sure.
off their mouths.
Yeah.
She took off their mouths so that she can't bite you.
You can't get no zombie head.
You just set it to the side.
There's just be a bunch of rigor mortis, so you can't even like bend them.
Well, no, they can shamble over
No,
there.
they
man,
still
they,
moving.
they
It's
don't
fine.
have. Never mind. I'm not gonna do this.
Can
degenerate.
Can zombies feel pain?
Yes.
So that means they can feel good too.
No, they can't feel pain. I'm joking. Like he's trying to convince.
This dude been thinking about this a little too hard.
You've been thinking about this.
You know thinking about this too
It's like
I just gave him
He
that
said,
one on the
"I'm
spot. I
gonna make
gave
you
him
feel
that one on the
good."
spot. I can't. If they can feel pain, they can feel good.
Imagine a zombie mid.
Exactly.
What have you been watching lately?
I
Like,
just saw some BBLs and I was just like, if they turn into zombies, they gonna be some fat booty zombies walking around. That's wild to think about. Do you kill them or do you?
You kill
kill him or
him.
clap him. You about to,
And we got a title.
this shit is
That
nasty.
is.
The day we don't have a camera. The day we don't have the
terrible.
camera.
Yes. You kill them or clap them. Yes. I was just thinking about like just rounding them all up.
So you get a harem of zombies.
What you about to have a 20v1? Like,
You have Monday through.
Yeah, there you go. He got his harem.
I found my purpose in the zombie apocalypse.
He's like, JC, I'm sorry you gave me purpose.
no.
I don't know. Whatever. Y'all can get lonely during the zombie apocalypse.
I don't think nobody's gonna be worrying about affection during
Yeah.
the zombie apocalypse.
I'm not gonna be worried about it either. I'm gonna wear protection.
It's gonna be fight or flight.
I'm gonna be wearing protection. But you're still a man. You still got needs.
I got a hand, so
I mean,
yeah.
you saying like there's not going to be any like, normal women.
Right.
They might smell a little.
So you're gonna fuck a fucking zombie?
He's like, they just don't bite like they do.
Yeah. See Kyle like putting a
want
little
some
thing in their
rancid-
mouth. He's cleaning them all up. Yeah,
That's
you're gonna do
Bo.
nicely.
That's Bo. Zombie.
Hey, you know what? You know how like they shit just falls off, right? It's
Yeah.
easy. You could just take
It could just fall off.
but you could just take every tooth in, right? And then you get some zombie head.
Oh, you still worried about the zombie? Yeah, I ain't worried about that. I'm past that.
I'm just, we trying to innovate here.
Yeah,
See these fucking guys.
Okay, yeah,
They're gonna make sure that they keep a
Yeah.
building with electricity, so they get the freezer working and keep them stored in there so they don't spoil.
you just gave me more ideas. I wasn't thinking that deep. I wasn't thinking that deep. I was gonna throw them in like a hole or something.
And you know what? We could generate electricity, and that would, you said you get them together.
Yeah.
Just get them a mouse wheel or something like that. They can generate
See,
electricity
this
for us.
This guy.
Yeah.
This dude is like a reverse Beetlejuice. He's like the living trying to hook up with the
Yeah,
dead.
because
instead of
Beetlejuice got his.
the
got
dead
his,
trying to hook up
yeah,
with the living.
Beetlejuice hooked up.
No,
Man,
he didn't.
You ain't
tried
seen
to.
Beetlejuice
Yeah.
too?
He didn't. I
He
didn't see
tried
it.
to. He never got it.
You guys see Beetlejuice too?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, he seen it. He got some.
You ever think about how weird that is, though? Beetlejuice was trying to marry a fucking, what was she,
16.
16-year-old?
Yeah.
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 Well, it was
Well, it's
normal back
Canadian.
then. It was the
It
90s.
was a different time.
Yeah, Andy Warhol, But I was just curious,
That sounds a little more than curious.
zombie BBLs,
That seems like you trying to manifest the.
They literally made a movie. What was it called? I forgot what it called. Dead Love or something like that, where a zombie fell in love
Yeah, I
with
know
a
what you- I know what
woman.
you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
But he was. He
He was a zombie and he fell in love with some woman. So it can happen. It's just
it was
graphic when it's a BBL.
Warm bodies.
Remember,
That's what it was.
Remember what he said months ago, all right? Love wins.
Love wins every time. Every time, whether it's dead or undead.
That ain't love. That's letting the horny get you.
You don't know how long it's gonna be. You know what I ain't heard from a human in years.
Stupid.
Anywho,
Anywho,
drain your balls in a zombie. That's crazy.
Hey, can they get pregnant though? That's the
If
question.
you wear protection, they can't get pregnant.
never mind.
Can't. You'll be fine.
Whatever. I've seen, a zombie baby before.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yeah. But anywho, we're gonna wrap it up like I hope this guy does when they're fucking zombies.
I just said I would.
Hey, I never said I would.
No, you're a
I
part
never
of
said
that.
I
So
would.
you're. A part
I
of
never said I would.
It doesn't matter.
It's
You're
like,
okay.
here's
It's like an apocalyptic alarm that
Yes.
goes off like the purge. This nigga gonna grab some honey packs. He gonna grab them Crown Royals.
He's gonna ma'am, are you bit? Yes. Yeah, you'll do fine. Come on.
No,
Come with me.
No, because that's a whole different crime. But when they're zombies, it's just
They're just running around the street. They're free game.
no.
Just pick them up like daisies. Like, all right, hey, come on. But anyway,
I'll ask for their consent.
yeah, they're like, "Ah."
You gonna be
What if they don't say anything?
Give me a
What
"Arr"
if
if
you're
you're
like,
down
all
for
right,
this.
zombie, can I fuck you? And they just look at you.
He over here being zombie Weinstein.
Exactly. I'm gonna ask for their consent.
I
But
guess.
if you caught two zombies getting it in, would you kill them?
No. I'd be like, love
wanna
wins,
join in.
man. I'd be like, love wins.
If you caught two zombies just getting it in, I've been like,
I'd be like, how? But, whatever. I've seen Stranger Things, like fucking zombies.
But I mean, like, then that just means they can make other zombies that are just like
Maybe.
stronger.
Maybe.
Love
Maybe.
wins.
Yeah.
All right, we can get the fuck out of here though.
Yep. It's been the All Points podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah. Jonathan's great.
A2.
Midwest.
this is Kyle.
And we are out of here.